Good morning everyone, I'm Ola Englund and welcome to a new FAQ video. If you saw my latest FAQ video, I did a little test. You know, I played some video games while answering your questions. And yeah, the results were kinda clear to me. That from now on, I will make all my videos, including amp demos, in VR. It just makes a lot of sense because the answers that I gave were just so much better. It was kind of obvious that a lot of people loved that part when I was doing the gameplay, but a lot of people also did not like when I was playing video games. So I decided to split up my gaming things and put them on a separate channel. I will link it somewhere over here. I've already uploaded a gameplay video. So this is a strict gaming channel called Ola Englund Mel Gaming. Huh? Good name, huh? Made it up all by myself. And if you don't like video games, you don't have to subscribe to that channel. And you can just stick to this channel and you will not see any more video games. Huh? That's a good deal, I think. Ola Englund. There you go. This one is free. Yeah. Or maybe not. I think Ola Englund Metal Gaming is a lot better, to be honest. Hi Ola, I was wondering how is the difference in quality between the Solar guitars for $700 and the ones for $1,200? Is it just the Evertune or is there a difference in materials? I mean, the quality is no different from each other. The difference are the specs. The one series have, you know, more expensive woods, you know, more expensive bridges, obviously, like the Evertune. It has loom inlays, but build-wise, they are the exact same and feel the same. So it's not like they build the guitars differently if it's a less expensive one or a more expensive one. It's basically just the specs. And yeah, that's what I like, you know, about the guitars. You can pick up the most expensive one and you can pick up the least expensive one and you will feel, you know, familiar on both. Yeah. Is that, what do you call that? That's something the kids do nowadays. Floss. I've seen the kids do that. I think it's dangerous. Hi Ola, how do you care about the lyrics of the songs you listen to? Are they as important as the musical aspect of the song to you? Yeah, I mean, I don't think that lyrics are that important, at least not for me. I know it is for a lot of people, but I definitely think that lyrics can enhance the whole experience of listening to a piece of music. So yeah, I think it's still very important to have, you know, not bullshit lyrics at least. So yeah, I kind of, when I write lyrics for Feared, for instance, I kind of have, I try, okay? I actually try. Ola, it's Daddario. Say it all in one word. Not Daddario. Well, f you, Kevin Smith. Hi Ola, how is the sound of Solar Guitar 6 strings in special when playing chords not distorted for ballads? Okay. Like, okay, I'm a guitar player and there's not a single guitar pick in my room. What's up with that? Oh, there's one here. In my box of picks, there's still one guitar pick left. I'm lucky. This is an E1.6 ETC. It has the Solar Duncan pickups, like almost every other Solar guitar. So this is how they sound, like clean. And it doesn't have a 5-way switch. It has a 3-way toggle. And you can split the humbuckers using this toggle. This push-pull tone. So here we have the bridge pickup. Both. Neck. Then we have the split. There you have it. That's how it sounds. Hi Ola, what is the best way to put your music on Spotify? Been asking this for weeks. Please respond. Oh, sad little crying face. Well, Mr. Dank, the best way to put out music on Spotify is basically just to find one of these, internet distributors. Like I'm using iMusician, for instance, that I'm very happy with. There's also, DistroKid. And what else? CD Baby? Don't remember. But at least, just pick one, upload your music, and basically they put the music out to all these streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music, etc. So there you go. Hey Ola, as an owner of a guitar company, what do you look for in an artist when considering them for an endorsement? Asking for a friend. The friend is me. Alright, so what I look for if you want to become a solo artist is that either you have like a great online following or, a lot of views on YouTube, or you're in a touring band that plays a lot of shows, and expose yourself for a lot of people. I mean, both ways, having like online presence or like a touring presence, it's all about, exposure towards people. I mean, how many people will you reach when you upload a video? How many people will you reach when you are out on tour, etc. So it has to be a collaboration between us two that we both can benefit from. So if you want to send us an artist endorsement inquiry, I would recommend you go to the FAQ section of the Solar Guitars website. You go to the community FAQ and read the instructions there. If you're interesting for us, then it's going to be a good little cooperation maybe. I don't know. What are your favorite NES games? Mine are Metroid and Contra. Ooh, that's a tough one. But I think that the ones that are really the most important games to me back in the day was DuckTales and Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I finished those games over and over back in the day. Maybe that's a good idea for my gaming channel to make like maybe a speed run of Super Mario 3. Go subscribe to that channel right over here. Or is it here? I don't know. Just subscribe, okay? If you like gaming, subscribe. Hey Ola, what do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no idea. Privet Ola, how to get rid of a feeling shy on sharing and releasing your music in particular and other social activity like YouTube in general. I mean that thoughts like, what if people wouldn't like my music, videos, silly faces, etc. Maybe I just shouldn't do it and shit like that. I like my music, I'm pretty sure that someone will like it too, but this unconscious thoughts grabs me down sometimes. You know what? I already answered this guy directly on his on vk.com. Go follow my account on vk.com if you're into vk.com. Wow, I'm plugging so much things in my video right now. It's insane. Maybe I should pay myself for advertisements. Doesn't make sense. My thoughts about if you should release music or not is that just simply release the music, okay? Don't get thoughts that what people think about your music come in the way of you and your art, in the sense. Just upload the music. There's always going to be people that are not liking what you're doing or does not agree with your direction or whatever. I mean, there's even going to be a lot of people just plainly saying that you suck or whatever. Who cares? I mean, just throw yourself out there. Allow yourself to make mistakes. That's how we learn. When we make mistakes, when we fail, we pick ourselves up and, continue on stronger than ever. Sounds a little cheesy, but it's true. It is true. And and again, if someone, comes to really bring you down and, talk shit about you, stuff like that, just remember that, there's probably something else wrong in their lives. Or maybe they're jealous or whatever. I mean, it means you're doing something right. And that's one thing about getting older that I really enjoy and like, is that you just stop caring and you just care a lot less about things and what people think about you or what you're doing. It's like, come on, there's more things in life to care about than what some guy on the other side of the world says about your music or your riffs or whatever, So, dude, good luck. Get yourself out there. already. Hey Ola, do you have groupies in a band? No, I mean, you have groupies when you're attractive, okay? Hi Ola, there is a lot of talk about declining popularity of guitar-based music. Do you think this is true? No, I do not see it. What I see is like a decline of all music, in a way. I mean, the only thing that is changing is the way that people consume music. And the artist obviously doesn't see, you know, the same type of first-hand income, and because people don't buy albums, so artists see a decline in sales. People aren't listening to music in the same way as they did before. I mean, I'm not. I'm from the generation that bought albums, you know, went out every Saturday to buy albums. The newer generation, they don't know that. They've never done that. The new generation are more used to stream music through videos or, you know, on their phones. I mean, we had to use our Walkmans or our CD players, you know. It's so much more accessible now, music. And yeah, so no, I don't really see a decline in any certain genre. It's the whole business model, you know, that is changing. And it's been doing that for a good while, so there you go. Ola, is it normal for guitar company owners to go to the factory and check every guitar for themselves? What do you do once the batches get too big for one person to check? Would you hire someone to come along? I don't know if it's normal, but personally, I just want to do it as many times as I can. Because, I mean, A, I think it's important for me because it is indeed my brand. And B, it's kind of like a security measure, basically. Yes, you know, a filter between me and the factory and the end consumer, which is you guys. So it's very important for me to go and check and, you know, make sure everything's all right. And it's in my best interest, I would say. And C is because it's just bloody fun, to be honest. You know, I love going there. It's awesome. You know, it's standing there with a guitar in my hands, like you stand there, you have 500 guitars behind you. I still haven't really grasped that it's my brand. I'm just standing there checking a guitar. So it's really weird. It's a very proud feeling that I have to be able to say that I'm there checking the guitars. The dual rectifier works great for leads. Yes, they work really good for leads. It's, you know, John Petrucci used the rectifiers for leads all the time. And yeah, what can you say? Dual rectifiers, man, they're awesome. They're awesome. Hi Ola, do you play the bass guitar, and do you think it's important for a guitarist to know how to play the bass guitar too? I think it's important to know the difference between how you're playing on an electric bass and on an electric guitar. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do home recording by yourself, I think it's a good idea to know how to play bass guitar. I have no idea how to play bass guitar. I just play electric guitar on the bass. But it works sometimes. Can you play some favorite Yngwie J. Malmsteen riffs? No, I cannot. Because they're too hard. Ghost, yay or nay? Yay, definitely on Ghost. It's Whoops. I'm not really an active listener of the band Ghost, but all the songs that I've heard, I've enjoyed. It's definitely a big J. And I have a cool little story for you. When I was playing in the band Sorcerer back in 2010, Ghost played before us on a festival. Huh? That's cool, huh? They opened up for us. Ghost. And, you know, like 2 months before they totally exploded, you know, into what they are today. So, yeah, I like the concept. I mean, I think the singer is seems like a very smart businessman, and I really respect that. That was the last question, guys! Oh my god, we're done for the day! Okay, I hope that you enjoy these traditional FAQ videos. I'll try and keep them more traditional like this and just, you know, answer questions properly instead of just, you know, wing them like I did in my last video. Okay, if you have any more questions, guys, go ask them in the latest FAQ video. Make sure this is the latest one before you comment, okay? And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel and check out my super funny video where I play a horror game called Paranormal Activity. It's not really that funny, but check it out anyway, it's up here. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time, alright? Like this.